You're very welcome back. At the age of 16, our next guest was given the opportunity of a lifetime when she was flown to Las Vegas to try to fool two of the world's greatest magicians.
How did she fare? Well, let's take a look.
Banjaxed. Oh. See, it's a very powerful word. And again, you could have chose any number and any word. So, all you have to do is say banjaxed with feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Go.
Banjaxed.
Brook became broke. Get it? It broke. I told you, banjaxed is a very powerful word.
Banjaxed is actually one of my favourite words. It's what I feel like all the time. Anyway, joining us now, hot off her appearance on Penn and Teller's Fool Us, is magician Ella Nicholson. You're very welcome.
Good morning.
Thank you
Thanks
for
coming
having
in.
me.
So did you have to tailor your act for the Americans? Because banjaxed is a very Irish word.
I did. They Americanized a lot of it, which is perfect, and I think it really made the act what it was. But I just thought if I could use words that they didn't understand, it would make it so much funner for everyone involved. So, yeah.
So when did you find out and how did you find out you were going to be on the show?
So I sent in an audition around this time last year. Now, that will never see the light of day. That was...
I wouldn't say that now.
They've seen some potential anyway.
Yeah.
And then I hopped on a Zoom call with them and I talked them through what I was thinking of doing. And it just went from there. And I got confirmation in April last year that I was going to be going to Vegas.
Oh, that must have been so cool. Get it? Just even the Vegas experience, let alone the magic.
I actually found out when I was in school that I was going to be on the show and I got caught on my phone and we're not allowed our phones.
Uh-oh.
And I made my phone disappear in front of the teacher to get out of it.
That is genius.
That's a great little hack to have, actually.
Yeah.
And you started learning all your tricks, though, in lockdown, first of all.
Exactly, yeah.
So
I started teaching myself just from a little magic kit. It was crazy.
And where did you just pick up the interest out of getting the kit? Was it just the boredom of lockdown that made you interested?
A bit of both, actually. I'm an only child and I didn't really have anything to do. So I decided I might as well put my time to use and learn something. So I learned lots of things. I learned how to unicycle, how to juggle, all these kind of things. And then with magic, I just found I got so much enjoyment out of performing, and just seeing people's reactions was amazing. And the fact that I can make people happy by performing, it's amazing. Yeah.
You really love what you can do. You can actually see it. You're just so
glowing.
full of joy.
Yeah.
And when it comes to being on a stage like that in America and full of people you admire, what were the nerves like, or what was the experience like for you?
Before I went on stage, I was a nervous wreck, but it was okay. I got on and the curtain was still down. So I'm standing on the stage waiting, going over my act in my head. And then the cameras aren't rolling at the beginning, the curtain goes up, and I just look around and my jaw just drops. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. 3-tier theatre. So I just avoid looking at anyone I kind of knew. So I looked at the audience, I looked around, and I was like, this is amazing. I then looked to the host, Brooke, and she gave me a wave, and I was like, okay. And then I finally looked to Penn and Teller, and they gave me a wave, and I got a wink off one of them. So I was like, I can do this now,
Yeah.
A wink is always good.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
You got this.
So what was the audition process like? Because I presume there was a lot of people who wanted to be where you were.
Yeah, no, it is very hard to get on the show. It's a lot of filming an audition, sending it to them, then having to refilm it and maybe change one sentence just to see what it would look like. But it's definitely worth it in the end anyway. Yeah.
Who else did you meet when you were over there? Because I believe there was quite a few interesting people.
There was. I went to see Mac King and Matt Franco's show, and my kind of mentor in magic, Eric Leclerc, he had arranged for me to meet Matt Franco after the show, and he didn't tell me. And then someone comes over to me and says, oh, Matt would like to talk to you after the show. And I look at my phone and I just get surprise from Eric. So it was amazing.
That's so cool. And you joined the Irish Society of Magicians, but I couldn't believe this. You're the only one.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
That's scandalous.
I know. I have my dad with me the whole time when I go there. He's like my little bodyguard. He's probably laughing hearing me say that now. But yeah, so he comes with me. And I also think being a woman in magic, because I didn't have too many role models to look up to when I was starting out, if I can be that for someone else, that would just make me so happy to know that I'm making it a little bit easier for the next generation of magicians.
You recently brought your magic to the BT Young Scientist. Tell us about that.
I did an experiment on how well people can pay attention, and I tested age, gender, and state of mindfulness, and I used magic to test it.
How did you test it with magic? How did that work?
So I filmed 3 videos, and the people had to watch the videos and focus on the tricks, when in reality there might have been changes in the background happening, so the magic was kind of a distraction to see what they would notice.
What was the outcome?
So there is a difference between age and noticing changes in the video. I cannot pinpoint exactly what it is, but I have a feeling that it was the younger people in primary schools that noticed a lot more changes than the adults.
Okay, right. Your brain's more active when you're younger. That makes a bit of sense, doesn't it?
Neuroplasticity is there.
Makes sense with my brain, anyway.
Your brain, mine's updated at this stage.
But anyway, you're going to show us what got you on telly and what got you to Vegas. What are we going to do today?
So can I just leave this here for a second? Okay. Are you ready?
I think so. I'm
You can be the
I'm more
lovely
nervous.
assistant.
I'm more nervous than you now.
Okay. Just tell me when to stop whenever you like. We're going to pick a card. So
Okay.
say stop.
Stop.
Are you happy there?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. None of us are going to look at the card.
Okay.
You know, we'll make it
Stay away from the
easier
card.
since
Okay,
last
yes.
time.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I don't have to remember anything this time.
Exactly.
Thank you so
we're
much.
all good. I have the card sitting here and I have an envelope.
Okay.
Now, I've been holding this the whole time I've been being interviewed, correct?
You have, yeah.
Okay, I want you to open the envelope
Okay.
and read out what's inside on a piece of paper.
Oh, Lord. This.
There's a piece of paper.
So we've got it here. Hello, everyone at Ireland AM and watching at home. I knew that on the 9th of February 2025, you would pick the 3 of spades.
I'm not going to do anything. Why don't you turn over the card?
This is. I'm nearly afraid. I'm nearly. 3 of spades.
How did you do that?
How did you do that?
This is Keith Barry territory here.
I don't know, but the only thing is, I used an envelope.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a distraction, wasn't it? You know?
I suppose, yeah. I
So
didn't even know I'd
how
been
about-
distracted. This is.
We'll make this fairer, okay? How about you sign the card? I can take that, don't worry
Okay,
about
you
it.
take that. I signed this card.
Sign the card on
Okay.
the face of it, so
The
this
fade
side.
On the 3 sides,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
That'll be up on eBay later for anyone wondering, so...
Be worth about 42 cents with my
Perfect.
signature on it.
Thank
there you, go.
so much. I don't know if everyone at home can see this. Which camera? There you go. This one here. Perfect.
There you go.
Got it? Okay. I'll fold it into quarters, like so. And can you just pinch it like this?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I know you just want my autograph so much. Do you have the pen?
I have the
Sorry.
pen, there you go.
Thank you so much.
If you could sign it without the pen, that'd be true magic.
Oh, of course, wouldn't it? That's my next trick. Here we go. This one here. Ella is written on the card. And I'll fold this one up too. Like so. So essentially nothing's happened
Yeah,
yet.
I know. I'm still nervous. I don't know why this makes me so nervous.
You
How
signed
you're
a
doing
ca-
this.
Yeah.
Go on.
You signed the card. You fold it up, put it in your hand.
Yeah.
Don't move for a second. Are you ready?
Okay.
Did you feel anything?
I felt nothing. Is that some sort of ghost on your shoulder?
Okay, we'll
thing?
go again.
Okay.
Did you feel anything?
I felt it that time.
He felt it that time, everyone. Are
I'm
we
the
ready?
worst assistant musician.
But you
ever.
know what? Really, I know you didn't feel anything. But if I showed you, would you believe that I now have your card in my hand? But if I have your card, what's in your
What do
hand?
I have?
Dun, dun, dun! Look at his face.
I'm in shock. How did you do it? No, magician never reveals their tricks, but that's impressive.
Thank
That
you
is
so
properly
much.
impressive.
That is
Thank
so, but
you.
at what point did you learn how to do all of these? I mean, was this one of your more advanced ones, or did it come to you like quite easily?
I learned this one during lockdown, and I actually filmed a trick with my mum and put it up for my friends to see. And that's when I kind of noticed that, like, actually maybe I can bring joy to people during lockdown, just even showing my friends this over camera. And it really definitely got me through lockdown. And I don't know how I would have got through lockdown without magic.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to be in Vegas like Penn and Teller now? Do you want to be doing stadiums around the world? What's the goal?
Exactly. I cannot imagine myself doing anything other than magic. I love it so much. But I also would like to study a science in college because I really love science. And I think the college experience would help me grow as a person as well.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to do magic.
Well, I suppose if you do physics or something like that, it's not a million
Not
miles
a million
away.
miles away.
Exactly.
No, magic
Yeah.
and science meet.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, look.
I'm still in shock. Sorry, I don't know. Like, I'm just kind of. I still don't know how you did that. I'm like, I was skeptical. I was like, oh, I'm going to see it's very obvious up
Yeah.
front, but it's not very obvious at all. Well,
You're right. You're right. Are you
I'm
sure?
all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a little bit
Bit
shook.
spooked.
Bit
I
spooked.
promise I'm
spooked.
nice.
Yeah, no,
She's,
it's just-
look at that sweet face.
Just
Oh,
gonna
she's
take a
nice.
big
She's
step
very
away
clever
there.
at magic tricks. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us on the
Thank
show
you for
today.
having
Well
me.
done on your
Ella.
Vegas trip now.
Thank
Still
you
to
so much.
come. We're high-stepping into 30 years of Riverdance, serving up some touchdown-worthy Super Bowl donuts and diving into the TV shows you don't want to miss this week.
Yeah, we'll be back in just a few, and I'm going to try and regain my composure.